Who is this dude? This dude holding the T pose in line, bro. I don't know this guy looks like the letter Z, bro. What's going on here? So you were here this entire time, and you didn't even bother telling me. What are we doing here? Mind you, this is my room, right? When I turn the camera on, then you can do whatever, right? But I didn't even turn the camera on. So what are you doing here? And honestly, just because of that, you're not gonna be able to see anymore. Okay, yo, okay. See, that was supposed to be a lot more like fluid and smooth, but I have a camera slider and I can't see, and I couldn't do it in time. So you know what? We'll do it for the next video. We'll hold that off for the next video. Anyways, y'all, another day, another dollar, and another reaction by Leo. Who would have thought, bro? Who would have thought he would have posted another reaction? You know what I'm saying? Or nah. And today's reaction is gonna be another childhood, media that we all used to watch. And that being SpongeBob. And you're probably asking, yo, what's there to watch about SpongeBob? I mean, it's just a regular TV show for kids, right? That's where you're wrong, buddy. And today we have SpongeBob's scariest episodes.
These are 3 of SpongeBob's scariest episodes. Starting off with the third scariest, we have Survival of the Idiots. This episode starts with SpongeBob and Patrick, who are on their way to Sandy's dome, until suddenly they stopped. For some unknown reason, Sandy's tree dome had been completely sealed with metal, and her door had a sign hung to keep anyone from going in. The question is, what exactly was Sandy trying to keep out? Or better yet, what was she trying to keep in?
From what I remember.
Naturally, both SpongeBob and Patrick ignored the signs to stay away. But before they...
Yo, again, this dude SpongeBob, he was like a jolly dude, and he would never really like understand the seriousness of certain situations, bro. It would be so jokes.
Actually got to entering the dome, they watched the video message Sandy had left behind for anyone thinking about going in. She explained that it was normal for her kind to sleep through winter till spring.
Yes, she's a mammal,
thing
no?
Also known as hibernation. She continued to explain that waking up a hibernating animal was...
Yo, are y'all seeing this expression that she has on, bro? Like, why is she smiling so much, bro? Like, you don't
known as
you don't need to smile for, like, it's just a 5-minute craft type of video, bro. You're just explaining what hibernation is, bro. Why is she smiling like this with no expression, bro?
Hibernation.
Already odd, bro.
Continued to explain that waking up a hibernating animal was not a very wise idea, hence why she didn't want anyone going inside. This
and guess what SpongeBob did, yo? He definitely woke her up, bro.
But after they peeked inside and
100%,
saw
bro.
that her dome was snowing, they were instead convinced to stay, if only for a little while. A horrible decision, as we'll soon see. Once they got in, they immediately got in the snow and played, but that only lasted for a few moments before something else caught their attention. From inside Sandy's tree, there was a distracting noise, which once again, they let get the better of them. The noise was coming from Sandy. She was snoring very loudly, but that wasn't the only thing they discovered. Sandy had also larger. In her dream, and as you've probably noticed, she'd grown larger. In her dream, Sandy was a sheriff chasing down 2 outlaws, Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry. SpongeBob and Patrick found this really funny, so they pretended to be these 2 outlaws to get Sandy to...
Bro, they had no reason to do half of this stuff, bro.
They found it so funny, in fact, that their laughter was loud enough.
Is SpongeBob still airing, or are they done? Like, I haven't heard about SpongeBob in a while. Let me know, y'all, if y'all know.
To wake Sandy up. And if you remember from earlier, this was the exact thing Sandy told them to avoid. Sandy hadn't exactly woken up from her sleep.
This is how horror movies start, bro.
Had only woke her.
Characters don't seem to learn their lesson, bro.
In fact, she still believed she was in her dream. The thing was, by pretending to be the outlaws from her dream, Sandy was convinced that both of them were who she was trying to capture. And before SpongeBob and Patrick could escape, she grabbed both of them.
Bro,
before doing any harm, she thankfully went back to bed. By now, it was...
Bro, they're playing a live horror game, bro. Yo, that's actually insane.
But regardless, they went outside again and continued playing. Outside, they kept pretending to be the outlaws from Sandy's dream. Without even realizing it, Their playing was creating so much commotion that vibrations were sent up Sandy's tree.
Mind you, they just woke her up like 5 minutes ago, and she single-handedly like pulled them back, and now they're suddenly not even scared anymore. Yo, these dudes, like I swear they didn't process any information, bro. There's no way, bro.
Again, woke her into a sleepwalk. The difference,
like, do you not learn?
Is that she wouldn't rest so easily. Once she woke up, she made her way out of her tree, and once again didn't recognize SpongeBob and Patrick. They barely recognized her.
Yo, why is this dude's Patrick's head missing, bro? You see what I'm talking about? This dude lost like the top part of his head, and he's just there. Like, he's just sitting there, bro.
This wasn't their friend anymore.
Kids TV show, by the way, bro.
Before they could react, she grabbed Patrick, lifting him up and completely ripping his head off before tossing him aside. SpongeBob wouldn't go down as quickly, but he'd suffer a similar fate.
Good dodge, good dodge.
He ran away as fast
Finally, they're running, bro.
It didn't matter how fast he ran. Sandy was faster. After she caught up to him, SpongeBob was thrown to the ground, smashing a hole into it. When he got up, he grabbed a piece of wood to defend himself, but just as he
out of all the things he grabs wood. I'm done, bro.
Patrick came back in and took the hit instead, knocking both of them into the hole. This gave Sandy the perfect opportunity to finish them off, which she did, burying both of them beside her tree after she was finished. They weren't dead though. They eventually...
I was about to say, okay. I was about to say, bro, no way, bro.
Although they didn't appear to be physically hurt from the attack, they were
definitely traumatized, bro.
Horrified. And finally, SpongeBob and Patrick agreed that it was time to leave. They fought their way through the snow.
It took them that long?
Except now...
to realize they gotta leave now?
The cold in Sandy's dome had frozen the door shut, and since the whole place was sealed with metal, they couldn't alert anyone from outside.
Oh, they're cooked.
Their only choice was to wait for...
Bro, this is what you get for, like,
when the cold
invading, like, someone's privacy, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Why'd they even do this?
Sandy wasn't the one to finish them, then the cold would. So they made a horrible decision once again. They planned to sneak back inside Sandy's tree and...
Yo, I feel like watching this as a kid would give you some bad, like, advice, bro. Just seeing these two do, like, make the worst decisions, bro. Like, what would a kid think of this, bro? Like, instead of running, or instead of just going away from her bedroom, they go back. Mind you, this is all after Patrick got his, like, top part of his head ripped out. They're still going back. Yo, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
Plucked some of her fur out to use for warmth, which obviously risked
waking
her
one
up again.
fur.
Likely,
I'm done, bro. I can't watch this, bro.
They went through with the plan regardless. Plucking eventually turned into fully waxing her.
Oh,
through some miracle,
no way
they walked out completely unscathed. But by the time they got around to using...
Why are they wearing this? How is this helping them against the cold, bro?
Sandy woke up from her nap, having returned to her original form, and the episode ended with both of them paying the price for stealing her fur. It's
now she's pissed?
Why this episode makes the list. SpongeBob and Patrick were in real danger all throughout the episode. And the episode really leans into it instead of playing it off as another adventure. Seeing Sandy become a monstrous version of herself, not just in size, but
yeah, like she grew like 6 feet, bro. Mind you, she's a squirrel. I don't know if squirrels get like this, bro.
Show, but it's nowhere near as scary as this next one. The next episode starts...
Yeah, I can't lie, that one wasn't as scary, but I remember in certain scenes in SpongeBob where they would, like, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, but they would like zoom into their faces, and it would be like the most detailed picture you've ever seen in SpongeBob. Like, it would be insane detail, bro. Those used to be scary because it would just be at like some random points, bro. Watching those as a kid, that was scary.
Just outside
Creepy,
of
bro.
Love World, SpongeBob and Patrick had spent an entire day down there. And finally, they were waiting to take the bus home. For now, nothing was out of the ordinary. They got on the bus, albeit in their own...
Is it like an amusement park, I'm guessing?
But regardless, the episode started off pretty regularly. But that took a 90-degree turn quickly, both figuratively and literally. The bus SpongeBob and Patrick boarded was actually headed away from their home. It went down deeper into the ocean before they could even tell the driver to stop.
Whoa.
The bus did eventually stop,
Bro, they're entering like the Mariana Trench, bro. Like absolute darkness, bro. Like, yo, they're going to like map areas they haven't explored yet, bro. Yeah, that's jokes.
The bus driver quickly kicked them out before they could even process where they were. This was clearly part of the ocean they'd never been to before, and had they known about it, they'd have avoided it either way. There was something off about.
Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Why is I'm guessing this is a washroom, but why is the washroom symbol a question mark and then an upside down question mark? You see the random stuff they just add in the show?
Way. There was something
bro.
off about the town. Not just the weird sand and the weird fish that lived down there, but unlike.
Yo, who's the dude from Monsters Inc, bro? This is his sister or something, bro. Who the hell? I think it's a fish, bro. Is there like lore? Why is bros? Let me know, yo. I have no idea,
down
bro.
There. But
and then we got who the hell is this dude, bro? Peering into the thing, bro.
Down there.
Who is this dude, bro? He's phasing through the door, bro. Get a load of this guy, bro. He didn't even feel like using the door. He just felt like phasing through it. Okay,
but
whatever, bro.
Unlike what these two were used to, this place seemed quiet and not in the relaxing way. Paranoia flooded their heads immediately, Patrick especially. But what could they really
Patrick
do
had literally no IQ.
So
like, he had negative IQ, bro.
Again,
he was in IQ debt, bro.
Seeing how a bus station,
I can't lie, bro.
which was the only source of light, was right next to them, they took the opportunity to go check the schedule. Unfortunately for SpongeBob,
why didn't they ask for help?
The only one who went to retrieve it. A bus showed up just as he left, and Patrick was the only one who managed to get on board. The bus kept going, even as
No
SpongeBob
way he was alone.
ran,
No
trying to
way,
catch
bro.
up, but to no luck. And once again,
Oh, yeah.
all he could really do was
That's crazy.
except this time, he was
And he's
alone.
still holding the
So he
balloon,
waited,
bro. I'm
but
done.
waiting wasn't doing him any good. Buses did come, but they never stayed long enough for SpongeBob to get on board.
How did he miss that
One of
bus,
the
bro?
buses he missed was because he was chasing his balloon, which slipped away. And a local anglerfish saw what had happened.
Priorities, bro.
SpongeBob
Priorities.
tried asking for help, but this place was so secluded that the fish didn't even speak English, and neither of them could understand
So
each
this guy
other.
was in.
The fish did try to help, but it thought SpongeBob wanted help getting his balloon back.
Oh,
So it took
my
off after it
gosh.
instead. Hours passed, and the fish never returned. Buses continued to come and go. Like before,
Yo, they don't
just
even-
as SpongeBob got close enough to catch them.
Yo, at this point, you just gotta understand the buses don't want you, bro. Like, there's no way. Mind you, he was at the bus stop waiting. The bus pulled up, looked at him, and dipped. They don't want you on board,
He
bro.
made his way back to the station, and once more, there was really only one thing he could do.
Who is this dude? This dude holding the T-pose in line, bro. He was like, nah, I'm bored, I'ma pop an emote. And he popped the T-pose, bro. I don't know this guy looks like the letter Z, bro. What's going on here? Like, he's losing his, like, posture, bro. Like, he's making me fix my posture, bro. I don't know what's going on with this dude, bro. This dude's seeing the T-pose and he's trying to recreate it, bro. I don't even know, to be honest, bro. Like,
Wait, as the hours passed, he finally
Yo,
got
I
to the
can't-
front of the
yo.
line, only to learn that the last
oh my god, it's Mike Wazowski, bro. It's Mike Wazowski's brother, bro.
bus of the day had
It's Mike
just
Wazowski's
left.
brother, bro.
This time, he refused to wait any longer.
No way, bro. Bro
What
made a
did he
cameo.
really do? Sure, he could protest, and he did, but just like before, he was once again alone in a place he knew nothing about, a place he could barely even see. And what's worse,
So how does he get out of
the
this?
station eventually closed, taking its light with it. His sight was basically gone. His hearing, on the other hand,
Yo,
was
watching this
sharper
as a
than
kid
ever,
would have been
given how
scary,
quiet
bro. I
his
can't lie.
surroundings were. He could make out faint noises which sounded
So
like
he's just
the
in utter
noises
darkness.
the other rock-bottom fish were making. The noise crept closer and closer, and for the first time all episode, waiting was not the right choice. So he ran
I mean,
away
what
from
else
the
do you do?
station, but the noise kept growing, eventually being accompanied by the sound of footsteps. SpongeBob ran for his life, but there was only so far he could go without his eyes to guide him. He crashed into a dead end. The sound
Mind you,
wasn't
that-
coming from any.
That's the road, by the way. That's literally the road.
It was the anglerfish from earlier.
Oh, let's go, babe.
He returned
He came back, bro.
SpongeBob's balloon, and after handing it to him, he fully inflated it. SpongeBob
Oh,
float up, finally.
That's
escaping
genius,
rock
bro.
Bottom. What makes rock bottom so scary wasn't horror, as we most
he was
commonly
just completely
know it,
alone.
with
I mean,
jump scares and whatnot. It was the atmosphere. There's this lingering feeling all throughout which makes you feel like something will go wrong.
Yo, do y'all notice that the scariest stuff that you watch isn't with the most amount of jump scares? Like, jump scares are scary, but the scariest things that you watch are mostly the most disturbing ones that like give you that feeling, bro. Like, it doesn't have to have jump scare, but it's just like that like weird lingering feeling in the back of your head. Like the same thing with this. Like, scary stuff don't have to have jump scares. You know what I mean?
Not in a classic comedic way where things go wrong in the show, but in a more serious manner.
Like there's like
This is all
a
due
dark
to the
tone,
muted
bro.
color palette, along with the lack of music, character designs, and overall lack of light. Moving on, the final and scariest episode from the show starts with Squidward closing the Krusty Krab. Before he could actually leave, a customer showed up, and he said,
"Well, fine, if you don't want my money."
"Money?" Which, of course, grabbed Mr. Krabs' attention. Mr. Krabs hadn't realized before.
Where did this dude come from? This dude
didn't close the Krusty Krab.
dropped from the
Make more money.
from heaven,
So,
bro.
starting from that night, the Krusty Krab was going to be open all the time, leaving SpongeBob and Squidward in charge of the graveyard shift. Squidward was unsurprisingly disappointed by this, and unsurprisingly again, SpongeBob wasn't. He seemed very excited to work the grill at night.
Yeah, he was
So
always excited to
in
work
fact,
at
that
a
he wouldn't
Krusty Krab,
shut up
bro.
about it. He kept blabbering about all the things he was doing at night, but there's one thing SpongeBob wasn't very excited to do. He was scared to
Squidward's
walk out in the dark to take out
crash
the
outs were
which gave Squidward
understandable,
a
bro.
very awful idea. After SpongeBob took the trash out, he decided to tell him a story. A story about the hash-slinging slasher. He was a serial killer around Bikini Bottom. The story was all over the news, according
Yo, they
to
really
Slasher was
made
once
this
a golden
episode
fish.
and
He worked
like
at the
made
very
kids watch
restaurant
this,
they were
bro.
in as a
That's
fry
kind of crazy, bro.
just like SpongeBob, except he wasn't as careful at his job. One day, as he was cutting up patties, he had a tragic accident. His arm was sliced off from his body. The hash-slinging slasher scrambled to cover his wound before it got worse.
Yo,
And
Squidward
at his
got
disposal,
no
he
benefit
had
from
his
telling him
rusty
this story,
spatula,
by the way.
so
He just wanted to
placed it
scare
where
him
his
for the love of the
arm used
game,
to
bro.
be. And soon after, maybe days, maybe hours, maybe longer, he got hit by a bus, this time tragically ending his life. And now, every Tuesday night, he goes to the Krusty Krab using the ghost of the bus that ran him over
Damn,
to seek
bro.
vengeance. Squidward mentioned 3 signs that signal the arrival of the hash-slinging slasher. First, the lights would flicker on and off. Then, after
I'm
a
guessing
little
all
while,
of this happened in the
phone at
episode.
register would ring.
And it was
No one
Squidward
answered,
that was behind it?
and nobody there. The third and final sign was him arriving in the bus that ran him over, followed by him slowly crossing the street and tapping on the door of the Krusty Krab 3 times. Then
Damn,
he
bro.
creep inside, slowly approaching the counter, and finally he gets you. Now, the story was made up to scare SpongeBob, something which
But it
Squidward
turns out to be
admitted
true, I'm
after
guessing.
SpongeBob got too scared.
SpongeBob, I was joking!
Anyway, things went back to normal after a bit, except this time, the night atmosphere was starting to get to Squidward's head. To ease his fear, he tried talking about something to distract himself, but here's where it got creepy. The lights started to flicker.
This is what happens, bro. And it's not even Squidward doing it. Like, the dude who told the story is gonna be the one that's gonna be scared the most, bro. He had no reason to tell him this story, bro. He just did it for the love of the game, bro. And this is what you get, bro. I'll be honest.
At first, he thought it was SpongeBob messing with him, but it
bro.
wasn't. In fact, it was nobody. He tried to brush it off, but then something stranger
bro.
happened. The phone rang. Squidward
The slasher
picked it up,
is here,
and
bro.
As you might expect, nobody was there. Squidward was now even more horrified, and he tried to convince SpongeBob that this wasn't a joke like earlier.
SpongeBob, I'm not doing this!
SpongeBob didn't believe him,
Oh.
not until the third
Okay,
sign.
now
Bus
things are
pulled
getting
up
serious,
just
bro.
across the street, and a figure stepped out of it. A figure with a spatula replacing his left arm, just as Squidward
Among Us, like character, bro. Y'all seeing this, like, shape, bro? This dude looks straight up like he the imposter from Among Us, bro. Yo, play the damn Among Us sound, bro. I probably have it, but this guy looks like, point is, bro, he had a crossover event with SpongeBob, bro.
with a spatula replacing his left arm, just as Squidward had described. Squidward screamed in terror, seeing him from across the street, which was followed by SpongeBob screaming in terror. Slasher was real. He walked up to the door and using his metal hand,
Damn.
3 times. He stepped inside.
Watch it just be a regular
and
dude, bro.
approached the counter. This
That
was
just wants a
everything
Krabby Patty, bro.
Squidward had described in his story. There was only one part left: the slasher getting them. And the dark figure wasn't the slasher; it was just a kid.
I knew it,
The
bro.
episode ended
I
with
knew
the
it, bro.
characters laughing about.
That's crazy, bro.
There you have it. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe to see more. And let me know in the comments below what you think SpongeBob's scariest episodes are.
Some of those episodes, watching them as a kid, it would be kind of weird. They're not inherently scary because there isn't jump scares, because obviously it's a kid show, but just like the tone, bro. Like when he's by himself in that second episode and there's no one else there and it's just utter darkness and just a weird, it's not the average SpongeBob episode that you like know and love. It's obviously weird, but other than that, it's not too bad. Like I thought it would get way worse. But anyways, y'all, another one of these childhood things we didn't notice when we were watching them type of videos. So if y'all want to see more of these types of videos, let me know. But anyways, y'all, subscribe if you guys like this type of content, and if you like this channel, it's free. And I'll see y'all in the next one, and y'all better be there.